Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. So before I get to working, I want to put this video out. We getting back to the beware. Man, that looks funny. Beware of these types of women. Beware of these type of women. Today we have Chad Ocho Cinco's former fiance, Sharelle Rosado. But before we do this, let me just address something. I like Ocho Cinco as a player, this, that, and the other, but you shouldn't have never messed with that man's wife. So it's good for you. And we about to break her down, but it's good for you, Chad. Now you can go on and do your thing. But don't be messing with people's wives, man. Don't do that, man, because it's going to come back on you just like it has. But I'm going to break it down for you, Chad, if you see this. But I'm also going to break it down for other people with this type. I'm going to break it down with this type. Sharelle Rosado. Now, she has 3 kids prior. I'm believing they're with her ex-husband. First of all, you should have saw the red flags. But some of these NFL and NBA players, they think that this stuff don't apply to them and they get burnt all the time. Y'all really need to be consuming this content too. Don't think just because you got more money than me that I can't tell you how this thing go. You got more money than me. Congratulations. But as you excuse me, you don't know everything just because you have money, man. Everybody needs to consult with another. Like, I don't have everything, like know everything. Like, I like to hear from other people, which brings confirmation sometimes, as well as new information, new knowledge. So this type uses men for entertainment temporarily. Man, this type gets tired of men quick. They get tired of men quick. And it's like they know how to present themselves. They attractive. So you cling to them because they know what men like. Like, I watch Club Shay Shay, all these parking spots, and they had to come right here. I watch Club Shay Shay, and so I know about Chad Ocho Cinco's fiance. And then y'all want to know something these white folks do here? They probably cheat. They got up different cars. They cheating. I'm telling you, leave this relationship. You take this stuff slow. So look, where I'm parked, right? The woman got out of one truck. The man got out of another truck. And they going in the restaurant. Ladies and gentlemen, we might have cheaters here. They probably married to somebody else. Look, man. Consume this content, man. Consume it, man. There's plenty people on here, man. I'm not naming them because they don't name me. But there's plenty people that's telling it like it is. So, this type, though, Sharelle Rosado, they know what men like. They'll work on their body. They'll work on their appearance. They know how to present themselves. They say she was in the military for 13 years. And that's how she already had her own money. So she doesn't need you. This type doesn't need you, so they're going to try to dominate you. And what happens is, and she's a Libra, so I know how she thinks. Like, if he has a pattern of doing things that she doesn't like, or a pattern of disagreements. Libras, one of our downfalls is sometimes we just don't have no sympathy. No sympathy. I started noticing, watching the show, they were having more and more disagreements. And it's like, I agree with Ocho on the tipping thing. Like, she didn't like how he be tipping people. You know, so that was her trying to dominate. And the thing is, I believe she broke up with Ocho because she couldn't dominate him. See, this is what happened when you try to be side dude. They gonna think that they better than you, that they don't have that entitled mindset. This is why y'all dudes got to stop doing that. Man, learn how to jag. Learn how to get your own women that don't got nobody. I mean, they'll lie, but at least make the effort to try to find you a woman who doesn't have another man. Because if they dump him for you, they're going to be like, all right, I'm here. So she dumped her ex-husband for Chad, and now she dumps Chad. Because these type have a pattern of dumping men. And I guarantee you, if you go into her history, even going back a little bit, she dumps men. Because what they do is, what this type does is they'll make you, these people annoying the heck out of me, man. They all come in the park by me, and you got a whole area in the front of this area. I hate when people do that. But what they do is they have a whole pattern of dumping men because how can I say this? They get men hooked. This type is probably good sexually. So they get men hooked with all the cuddling. Men do. Y'all could try to pretend. Y'all know y'all like, the majority of y'all dudes like affection. So they'll get you hooked with their sex and their affection. But they use men. They don't really have a true attachment to you. They just love bomb you. Like she was love bombing Chad. I saw it firsthand, man. She was love bombing Chad. Yeah, I know I'll be watching that show, right? Agreeing with him a lot, just seeming like a unicorn. But then I started noticing over time that they start having more and more disagreements on the air. Like that tipping thing, she not gonna change his mind about that. He been doing that his whole career. Like I know situation in the past where Chad, they was talking about how generous Chad was. She didn't like that. She tried to come in and change that because this type tries to change people. They try to change people. So when she couldn't change him, she dumped him. And then she tried to act like he wasn't nobody to her. This is what I'm telling y'all. Forget this. First of all, I don't know. Let me see how long they was together. Let me see how long they was together. Let me see how long was Chad Ocho Cinco with Sharelle Rosado. Let's see if something comes up. 3 years. That's not long enough to be like the way it is now. 3 years is not long enough to be engaged. 3 years, she should have still been a concubine, proving herself. But because these women are turning the tables on you, especially this type, have you trying to prove yourself to them. Don't never get in no position where you proving yourself to them. Always have them proving themselves to you. Always have them proving themselves to you. Always. You don't need them. You think it's your ego. Check your ego at the door before you get yourself in trouble with a whore. Now, I bet you she cheated on Chad just like she cheated on her first husband because she doesn't care. She used men for entertainment. Baby this, baby that. Kiss on the lips, affection, love bomb, then leave. That 3 years, y'all, that ain't long enough. That ain't long enough. Don't even get engaged to these modern women in 3 years. Now, at the 3-year point, they should be established with you to the point where you treating them nice. You buying them birthday gifts. You doing things for them. Because if they ain't at that point in 3 years, then why you still got them around? But 3 years, no. No. At least 4 years before you engage. And even in that 4 years, you should know who this person is. Know what they man, I'm drinking an energy drink and making me burp. Know what their previous history is by that point. You should already know. But you should not be engaged to no woman in 3 years or less. I'm learning the hard way. I'm learning because what happened with me, I was moving too fast. And I was seeing things up front where I shouldn't have been moving that fast. Talking to other guys, don't know where she at. Like in the beginning, I didn't know where she was at. They was telling me she was asleep 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I ain't believe it. So I was still. Now, but I got them moving fast because I was getting love bombed, y'all. Like I was getting treated good. That first year, all that. Like after, like I don't know what happened, but after all of that stuff in the beginning, where we was finna break up because it just talking to other dudes in my face, man. And then caused me to punch. I punched the dude one night because the dude, like every time I look up, he just kept talking. I really shouldn't have did nothing to him. Thinking back, I shouldn't have did nothing to him. I should have just checked her and just left her alone. I regret doing that to that dude. Foddy. Dude. Now, I got some notes. We're going to get into that before I leave this video. Like I say, 3 kids prior. When y'all going to listen and be careful with these single mothers? Like, I know single mothers right now that mess with they baby daddies. They still mess with their baby daddy. Never stopped. I know somebody else was telling me that they can mess with any one of their baby mamas. So, I'm privy to a lot of information. That should have been his first red flag she had. But see, here's the difference. He was wrong for messing with her in the first place. So, we ain't feeling sorry for Chad. I don't feel sorry for dudes that mess with other dudes' wives. And then and it's like my cousin was just saying this. Like, when a chick mess with another dude while she's still married, he not gonna marry her. Now, rumor has it that she broke up with him because she didn't believe he was gonna ever marry her. But why would he? You messed with him while he married. He don't, deep down inside, he never trusted her. He knew that she could possibly do him the same way. But she must have had that good stuff, though. He wanted to keep her around at least a little while. Chad, listen, man. You a man of means. Just have fun with them. Recreational use only, man. We forgive you for being side dude simp. Don't do nothing like that no more, though. That's disrespectful towards that man. And karma came back your way. That's disrespectful. I would never mess with a man's wife and I knew she was married. Never. Never. I could say never. She tell me I'm married. Okay. Well, hey, listen. Nice to meet you. Pick a direction. Left, right, forward, backwards. But I'm out of there. Now, let's go to my notes. When they have it together on their own and they don't need you, I already said this, a lot of time they're going to try to dominate you. She tried to change the way he tipped. And he had been doing that long before. And they was arguing. You could tell he was mad. He was mad like, Ann, why are you trying to tell me this? Now here's something she said. She said, I actually cheated on my ex with Chad because I mentally checked out. These type don't respect men. They use men. When y'all gonna realize, man, a lot of these women use men. They just want to feel pretty. They want to feel loved. They want to feel accepted. So you try to get with them and have a relationship and this they true inner feelings, you wasting your time. You wasting your time. And look, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Got something in my eye. $50 as a man is young. 45 is young. 40 is young. Man, you could mess with women 20, 30, your age group, 40, 50, even 60 if you want. Y'all dudes be, man. Oh, look, man. I'm never gonna be a stepdad. That's another never. That if I get with somebody that got kids, I ain't their stepdaddy. I ain't their daddy at all. I'll show them respect. I'm spitting. If I like their mama, I'll show them respect. But hey, listen. Do your thing. Do you. I'm not stepping in. I'm not. And they will never live in my house. Somebody else's kids? What would that look like? I move somebody else's kids in my house and they not listening to me. I wouldn't take that off my own kids not listening to me. Y'all too desperate. Y'all too desperate. Y'all need to learn how to manage and control your emotions. Like, it don't make no sense how you older and got more wisdom. I'm older and got more wisdom. How we can't see that some of the ways we had as a 20-something-year-old man was actually right. And we need to go back to them. Like, I went back to my ways. Some of my ways, I don't have many days to think about this. I be by myself almost all the time. I be woke sometime. And what I noticed from thinking about it is that my attitudes towards women, some of them were correct. Like, when I was in my 20s, man, I wasn't letting myself fall in love. Even the ones I liked it a little more. I would say it was only like 2 that I actually had that love, that real love for. And that's one from the past that one of my college, well, really, no, I would say 3. I had strong emotions towards both of them. That's why I couldn't choose. And my soon-to-be, my current wife, my soon-to-be, listen, man, it's a done deal. It's over with. We both, those 3, like those 3 is the only 3 I could say that I had those strong affections for. The other ones, like, I didn't go with no girl that I didn't like at all. I liked them, but I didn't have that love for them. You know what I mean? I could literally rank them. I could literally rank all of my previous. But so I know what I'm talking about. See, these NBA players and NFL players, they let people stroke their egos. Like, they rely on people for love instead of loving themselves. Because Chad dressed nice, even though he be a little cheap with it. He in shape. Trust me, man. He can have his fair share. And he should. Man, hey, Chad, listen, man. For one, don't mess with nobody else's wife no more. Don't do that. Don't do that. And for 2, man, just recreation. Just use them for your amusement, man. Just use them to get that sauce out. And if they prove to be more, don't engage. Don't engage. Oh, I'm engaged. After a year or 2, that's too soon. A lot of women ain't even showed you their true colors yet after a year or 2 years. Don't do that no more, man. Just have your fun. Don't move in with them and don't move them in. Just have your fun, man. Because this type, as you can see, she dumped her ex-husband and she dumped you. And then had the nerve to say, he's stopped tagging us. He's single, ladies. He's available, or whatever she said. Maybe Chad did recreational use somebody else, but another mistake. Man, stop making these women think they the only one. That's not even fair to them. You being disingenuous. If they not the only one, you should be man enough to tell them that to their face. And if they are the only one, but they might not be in the future, you should be man enough to tell them that as well. But anyway, it is 11:30. I'm getting another late start, but I'm going to be able to go without ceasing today. So, still going to do good out here. Look, man. When another man's wife is giving you play, the same way she'll break up with him, she'll break up with you. So instead of being a side dude, this is what you need to do.